Hi guys, for today's trade of the day, we'll be looking at Aussie Yen. Now, as usual, I like to start off with the monthly and work my way down to the 4 hour and possibly even the 1 hour. Right? And what we would like to do for every single time frame is to look for the long-term support, long-term resistance. Okay, so now we have the Aussie Yen on the monthly, and we see that we have this long-term support level, graphical support somewhere down here, right? Price came close and it seems like price could possibly drift lower towards this level here. Okay, and we want to confirm that this long-term support level is also in line with any Fibonacci ratios, so we can either use Fib retracement or Fib extension. Now for our extension, we take this zigzag pattern from the swing high to the middle point here and to the other point here. And we see that actually price has reacted right at the one time, right? This is 100%. So this could also be a key long-term support level before this. All right, but graphically speaking, this lower level at the 55.57 level seems stronger, but let's just keep both levels because one is strong graphically, another one reacted off right at a key Fibonacci level. So let me go ahead and call this our long-term support. Likewise, this can be our long-term support. Okay, now with that, we want to look for a long-term resistance. And graphically speaking, I can see that we have a sort of a resistance in this level where price actually reacted here. The moment it broke through, it came back, it tested once, twice, second, third, fourth before breaking through again. So this could very well become a very strong resistance, support turn resistance should price come up to this level. Okay, so let me just change this color. And we will use Fibonacci ratio to confirm. And price reacted, this level here, this long-term resistance level is right on the 3820 Fibonacci ratio. So now that we have our long-term resistance and the two long-term support, let's go down to the weekly. And let me tidy this up. We see that price on the weekly for Aussie Yen has actually been in a steady decline, drifting lower since September 2017. Right? This can be confirmed by using this downward sloping trend line. Okay, and what we want to do is to find our weekly resistance and weekly support. Okay, now because price is really holding right in between long-term resistance, long-term support, we can consider this as a sort of a resistance zone. Now that we have our resistance zone, we can also say that this could very well be our weekly resistance. But because there was such a strong rejection of this long-term support, the first long-term support level, let's take a retracement from the swing low to the swing to where price currently reached. And we open up all Fibonacci ratios. And we see that there's this sort of a graphical level here at the 38. So let's also keep that 38 there. And we can draw in one line to show that this is our weekly support. So the bias right now that we have on the weekly is really for price to push up towards this long-term resistance, weekly resistance zone area. But we can only confirm that by going down to the lower time frame. Let's go down to the daily. Let's remove this descending trend line because it's quite far away, and I'll tidy up the charts. Okay, so we have our, I'll tidy this up. we have the levels, the key levels that we're looking for here. Give me a moment. Okay, so we have the key levels that we're looking for here. And what this could mean is that, like what I said on the weekly, is for price to make a push down to the weekly support before making any other push back up towards the long-term resistance zone or the weekly resistance. So price can stop anywhere in this area. Right. So I see price making this sort of a strong zigzag push starting from here, goes up and down and up. So I want to see really where this can go. So let me use a Fibonacci extension from the swing low, spike here and back down here. And we see that the one time is actually quite close to our long-term resistance, weekly resistance level. So with that in mind, seems like price can really push higher. Right? And also because price seems to be coming quite close to the weekly support. If I were to take the retracement of the 3820 is still valid. This is actually one small area. So this weekly support, I can also consider it my daily support. This long-term graphical support, the 55, 57 level is from the monthly chart and it's quite far away. So let me just do away with it for now because we want to focus on this area. So now that we have our weekly support, which is also our daily support, our long-term support, the graphical, right? And our long-term resistance, which is also our weekly resistance. Let's go down to the 4 hours to just tidy up and see where is the best area for the trade. So once again, we tidy this up. Okay, so we have all these levels here. And what I see is there's this descending trend line pullback, right? This is green because it's a support. So price actually broke out of this descending trend line resistance. And when it broke out, it became a support. Now price tested, there's a small rejection. We could think that price could possibly go all the way there. So this is how I would do this trade. I would actually take a retracement from the swing low, the short-term swing low here, open up all Fibonacci ratios. And the key 61 level is here. So let me just highlight the key 61 level. And I'll put this as an intermediate support. Now, okay, anywhere from this level above the 61 to where price to the descending trend line pullback. Okay, anywhere from here, it will be bullish for me, right? So I will enter. Just change the color. I will enter anywhere in this zone, right? I will buy and I will have my take profit long-term resistance over here. Okay. This will be my pivot. This will be my pivot level, the weekly support, daily support. Should price break below the weekly pivot, should price break below the weekly support or daily support, I expect price to make a push down all the way to the long-term support. But for now, because of the bullish conditions, I prefer to play a bullish push up. And if I were to connect the line as well, if I were to connect the lines and draw another trend line, while this is not a very nice trend line, not as nice as this descending trend line pullback, price is still holding above this trend line. And anywhere in this zone where the two trend lines intersect could be a very strong entry point. All right. So that's all we have for today for the trade of the day. Thank you very much.